Plumber Boy Red Hat was once beloved by all. At one point, his popularity even eclipsed that of Mackie Rat. You'd show the kiddos a picture of both, and they'd be like, Mustache Boy could kick Chuck E. Cheese's raspberry. But it wasn't always like that. At one time, Overalls was a nobody from Brooklyn who cleaned crap out of toilets. These weren't even rich people toilets, but like normal people toilets with below average crap in them. So how did Maria get famous, and what led to his eventual downfall? Murr's first big break came when he did an 8-week hike in the Mushroom Kingdom, a place which at the time he claimed to have never visited. During this trip, Plumber Boy stumbled upon a hidden pipe that led him to a magical underground world full of treasure and walking turds. It was here that Mario used his knowledge of plumbing to genocide the walking turds, and he eventually made his way to the castle of, you guessed it, Bowser. Mario challenged Bowser to a boxing match that many people felt seemed kind of staged. But Murrow managed to defeat the evil kitten, and he ran off with the princess. This is when word of mouth made Mario a hero to all. Bowser continued to kidnap Princess Fruit, but each and every time Red Hat found a way to save her. Constantly risking his life and saving the Mushy Kingdom made Murr into a worldwide hero. It was then that he announced his campaign to be president. Mart began advertising by selling a variety of video games based on his persona. These would be some of the most successful ever. He would later have his own movie and television show. Even educational games were made with his likeness. Plumber Boy was an icon, a star, a shine. That is, until the photos came out. Across the cover of damn near every magazine in the world was Mario kissing Pauline? Pauline was not Princess Peach. It would come out that she was an old flame from his Brooklyn days. Was this hero, this beacon of jumping, a cheater? Mario, of all people, was having an affair. The biggest reversal of a character's image since Bill Cosby himself. Red Hat lost almost all of his brand deals. No one wanted to be associated with him or his one-up girl. His polls slipped dramatically the month before the primaries, and he decided to drop out of the race. Plumber Boy lost nearly everything, and he found himself on the edge of bankruptcy. But this is when he decided to do the interview. The interview with the Squid Sisters. Things were not quite what they had seemed. Red Hat and Pauline had actually known Bowser and Peach for quite some time. In fact, Bowser had invited Plumber Boy to his castle and paid for his hike through the mushed-up kingdom. The boxing match had in fact been staged, and Mario had not exactly cheated on Peach, because Peach was actually Bowser's wife. Mario, Pauline, Bowser, and Peach were swingers. Peach loved the appearance of being kidnapped, and Bowser loved being seen as a villain. Pauline was never interested in the spotlight, and Mario just loved the positive attention. These four had together carefully crafted a conservative image that allowed them to partake in their worst impulses while simultaneously expanding their power. Mario knew this kind of thing would never go over with the public. The people weren't ready for something like this, so he chose to fall with the perception of an affair. Murr did end up gaining some support from certain communities after the interview, but many still were even more put off. Mario's rise of fame had been orchestrated by those who were already in power, the image of the common man built on a bed of lies. Things were more bizarre and twisted than the public could have ever imagined. There ended up being a major court case involving all four for charges of corruption and conspiracy. Bowser, having abused his powers the most, ended with the longest sentence. Peach made few attempts to clear her name as she didn't want to go on without her loves. Mario confessed to everything and was mostly able to clear Pauline's name. She had really only watched from the sidelines. By tattling on everyone they could, the two ended up with minimal sentences. Cameras from every news agency in the world were on the pair as they exited the courtroom. Everyone wanted to know what Mario would do next. He put his arm around Pauline's shoulder, and he put his head down. He waved away the interviewers, and he whispered to Pauline, "Let's go."